It is finally here. 10 Fabled, I think that's the silver fur type, with an Irish elk rack, 6,139 kills. And we finally have a great one fallow on our map, so of course, we're gonna try to take him with the bow. I think we can probably set up and call right over there in the brush. Just a couple of days ago, we did a video where we practiced with the bow, shot a couple of diamonds, and one of the level 5s drank in that exact same zone. So we've already got a precedent for how we want to do this. We just have to call him in and get it done. I legitimately reached the point with this grind that I haven't streamed it for a week or so. Every waking moment of free time has been spent just killing fallow, trying to get this guy to spawn, to where on streams I just wanted to do something else. I just finished the Monday live stream. I shot 35 fallow deer, and here is our great one. I literally can't believe it's finally here. I mean, look at that fur as well. He's got, like, dark back legs. That's gotta be the silver. It's not the hooded fur type. And it's just worked out so well that he's right there. 273 to 281, I think that's a good estimate for the Irish elk rack. And I'm pretty sure that was the brush that we hit in when we practiced. So we're gonna head up there, call him in, and we're not taking any risky shots. I'm gonna zero this for 20 meters now. Like I said, 6,100 plus kills. We have to make sure we do this right and that we make this shot. The wind could not be better here, and we do know with this brush, it will keep us hidden, but only in like a certain part of it, so we have to be really careful, and I think that call got him out of his zone. He is on his way in. I don't know if we're going to be able to have the best view of it. Maybe from prone just out here a little bit. But we got to make sure we get him in here. We know frontal will work. I'd like broadside, but just whatever situation we got to go with, we've practiced this. We know we can do it with the bow. And he's coming right in. He's 50 meters out now. The size of that rack. I mean, we've seen so many 5s at this point. It's amazing how much bigger the Irish elk rack is than even like our 3 270s. He is just enormous. 40 meters in closing. We're completely hidden. If we got to step out of here to stop him, we may. 33. I think we want him to go a little closer. There's no point rushing it. He's trotting right in, I think. Go ahead and get ready. If he'll stop on his own, or if we got to step out of here, that's perfect. Goodness gracious, he moved. We shot too. But that's long blood. All this time, all this effort, 6,100 kills. It's been almost 16 months since we've killed a great one. It has been a collective 15,000 plus kills. And we have a level 10 fallow laying down. Let's go ahead and pick him up. 273. Fabled silver, double long shot at 21 meters. I missed something with this silver fur type too. Maybe it's because we just hadn't seen one for ourselves, but it looks amazing. It wasn't at any point really my first choice, but I love it with this combo. I literally can't believe this finally happened. Like, my heart's beating 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'm sitting here shaking. Partially because he moved. I just didn't want him to, I don't know, end up turning or something a different direction. You can see like that right front leg is lifted. He was just starting to move, but the arrow found its mark. That's why, I mean, it's why we practice. It's why 20 meters is important. If he's 40 meters away and starts to move when we shoot, that arrow maybe hits back here instead. I want to look at the detail too, because I noticed it when we took the up-close photo there. Look at like the lines in the antlers. I mean, they really have that prehistoric Irish elk look to them. It's so stunning. It wasn't the combo that, you know, when I was asked in streams what would be my favorite, it wasn't the one that I listed. But what I've been saying lately is my favorite combo would be the one that we get. This will be my new favorite. I don't even want to leave the harvest screen, but I really want to take him back to the trophy lodge and get a look at him. I'm so glad that it's finally done. 273.84. You know what's interesting? Our whitetail was 633. I think our red deer was 263. It's interesting we've got 273. It always seems to end in a 3 when we get great ones. That is so cool. Let's take him back to lodge. We're going to put him in a multi-mount with a 270 chocolate. And actually, I didn't even record it, a 269 white variation. This should be a pretty good mount. And I'm just putting together the trophy lodge and moving stuff. Our red deer was in fact 263. I really find that interesting that it's gone that way, but I wanted to put our great one fallow back here because the whitetail and fallow mounts mirror each other. So what we have is an albino on this side, a white variation fallow on the other side, a piebald, and then chocolate. And then 2 great ones looking at you as you walk in the door. This is, I don't think I've ever felt this with a great one grind, but this doesn't feel real. Oh, that's not gonna work. The tine actually clips through. Not a bad problem to have when the great one is so big that we had to come up with a different pose. We can maybe move where he is in the mount as well, but for now we'll just have him front and center like that. But it's, I don't know, maybe it's the amount of kills, maybe it's the fact that a lot of grinds around the community were short, and this one went 6100 plus. It just doesn't even feel like it's actually happening. Like the closest thing to out-of-body experience in the Hunter Call of the Wild I have ever experienced. It might take a little bit for it to set in. But what a cool looking deer. I mean, you see the, let's go back to that other pose. You see like the size difference in the neck, in the body in general. They're just so well designed. And honestly, I'm just thrilled with the combo we got. I really wish this would work. Maybe if we swap the 270 and the 269, I doubt there's that big of a size difference. He is just stunning though. I'm probably gonna sit here and look at this for a while, but I think that's gonna do it for this video. Super straightforward, just taking out our great one fallow with the bow. A little bit sketchy when he took that step, but again, that's why we practice, that's why we get him in close. It really minimalizes the potential for error and kind of increases the margin for error. We needed that little bit there when he took that step. I gave it like an hour to sink in, and I've gone ahead and backed up my save file. It's real, it's here, it cannot be taken away from us. We've got a great one fallow, but I wanted to jump in here, mostly because, as per usual with great ones, the intensity of the moment, the adrenaline, everything going on, I completely forgot to talk about just sort of what happened in the lead up to this recording. So, the great one spawned, and actually basically ran right to me, and I didn't have OBS ready, I wasn't in any way ready to record, so I took a bunch of, I think, really nice screenshots, and I just wanted to show some of those. One of them most likely will be the thumbnail, but I wanted to have those, you know, in the video as well, because it was really cool that he ran up that close, and actually I didn't even have the bow at the time, so even if I was prepared to record, we couldn't have shot him in that moment, but it was just really cool to have that type of encounter, and maybe that was partially why I wasn't as worried about like getting him super close with the bow. We'd already had an up close encounter, we got really cool photos, and I just wanted to put that, you know, as a part of this video as well. I think those types of encounters with the great ones are sometimes underrated, and I've said many times, the reason that I like to shoot a great one with the bow is not because it is more of a challenge or anything like that. It's solely because it requires you to get close, and just, it makes that moment last a little bit longer, and I think that's all you can ask for when it comes to taking a great one. But what I will say is that I'm pretty excited to take a little bit of time off from grinding. Gonna definitely hit Emerald Coast pretty hard, multiplayer and single player, hunting for the couple of diamonds we're missing, maybe New England hunting for bobcats, and of course, for Hunga and Reventuli Coast hunting for Eurasian Widgeon. I want to get to that point where we have all the diamonds in the game, and at some point, we're gonna be back hunting for great one moose and black bear. And you know what, maybe, just maybe, this fallow great one is a sign of a moose great one, because you look at that. That certainly looks like a moose. The first diamond fallow I ever shot forever ago. I said something to the effect of, those are moose antlers on a deer. I think I was incorrect. These are moose antlers on a fallow deer. But anyway, that is officially going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.